Hey guys, welcome back to HVL Gamer. 71 pulls? I honestly thought I was unbelievably unlucky. But looking back now, this actually became one of the most memorable pulling moments I've ever had in NTE. Because that feeling of your heart beating faster after passing the 70 pull mark without seeing anything, and then she finally appears right when you're starting to panic. That's not something money can buy. Today I'm going to tell the full story of that journey. And after that, we'll go straight into a complete build guide for Hotori, so you don't waste one of the most unique characters in the game. Before we get into the main content, if you enjoy videos that combine real emotions with solid information, make sure to subscribe right now. My channel is still in its early stages, and every single subscription genuinely means a lot to me. All right, let's begin. I need to quickly explain NTE's Gacha system so you understand why 71 pulls has this kind of context. NTE does not have a 50-50 mechanic on limited character banners, meaning if you pull an S rank, it is guaranteed to be the featured banner character. There's no chance of losing to another character. Hard Pity is 90 pulls, guaranteeing the limited character at 100%. And starting from pull 70, the Board Modification system activates, significantly increasing the S rank rate. That means the range from pull 70 to 90 is basically the zone where every single pull could be the last one. And that is exactly the zone I experienced with Hotori. Pull 70 passed. Pull 71, and she appeared. Not the absolute worst luck possible, but tense enough to make my heart genuinely race. And one of the best parts about NTE is that pity carries over to the next limited banner. So if you don't get the character in this banner, those pulls still count for the next one. Now let's talk about Hotori, because she is genuinely very different from the rest of the current NTE roster. She's an S-rank Cosmos character in the solid category. But what makes her special is not her element or weapon type, it's her completely unique gameplay mechanic. Hotori is basically a support-DPS hybrid. On paper, she's a support, but her damage ceiling is incredibly high because she can compress the entire team's damage into one massive burst window through time stop. The first time I saw this mechanic in action, I honestly couldn't believe this was a mobile game. It looked like a cutscene from a AAA title. Her core mechanic works like this. Hotori's skill opens a recording phase that lasts 5 seconds, and during that time, she records redirect and support skills from her teammates. After the recording is complete and your team has set up all the required buffs and debuffs, you swap back to Hotori and activate her ultimate. At that point, she freezes time, replays all the recorded skills in a frozen replay state, then transitions into a sword combo phase before unleashing a finisher to end the burst window. To explain it in the shortest way possible, Hotori's gameplay loop is record teammate skills, set up buffs and debuffs, activate ultimate, time stop, combo attacks, finisher. That's the basic rotation, and when done correctly, the burst window becomes insanely powerful. For arc choices, the best option for Hotori right now is Marching Beyond Time. This weapon is directly synchronized with her teammate skill recording mechanic and boosts the effectiveness of her ultimate burst. It honestly feels like it was designed specifically for her. If you don't have Marching Beyond Time, then the S-rank alternatives are the Rain That Shook the World and Fluff of Fearlessness, both of which are completely viable for Hotori in endgame content. And if you're F2P, then the Forgotten is an A-rank arc that performs very well on Hotori and can absolutely carry you while you slowly save and upgrade over time. For console and cartridge setups, the best set for Hotori is Lost Radiance. The 2-piece effect increases Cosmos DMG, and the 4-piece effect allows her to ignore part of the enemy's DF after using ultimate, which is exactly what Hotori needs to maximize her time stop burst window. For stat priorities, focus in this order: ATK percentage, Cosmos damage, crit damage, and HP percentage for main stats. As for substats, prioritize crit rate first to reach a stable threshold, then stack crit DMG, ATK percentage, and universal damage afterward. The skill upgrade priority is very straightforward. Level ultimate first because it is the core source of her damage and the foundation of her entire kit. After that, upgrade skill because it opens the recording phase. Then basic attack, and finally support skill. There's really no debate here. Ultimate and skill are the two things you should invest into as early as possible. For Awakening, the general agreement across most guides is that the milestones which increase armor penetration, or DF, ignored during the time stop window are the most valuable for Hotori, because they directly amplify the exact phase where most of her damage happens. So if you're unsure about Awakening priorities, focus on the time stop and ignore DF upgrades first. As for team compositions, Hotori's strongest team right now revolves around the Blossom mechanic. The reason is that Hotori allows Vita Buds to continue attacking even while time is frozen, meaning during her ultimate time stop window, Blossom projectiles are still firing continuously, something almost no other character can do. The strongest combo is Hotori together with Nanally and Sakiri to maximize Blossom effects. If you don't have Nanally, then Mint is a reasonable replacement. One rotation setup that I found extremely effective is starting with Hotori's skill to activate the recording phase. Then, during those 5 seconds, swapping to teammates to perform their support and redirect skills so Hotori can record them. Then setting up all necessary buffs and debuffs, swapping back to Hotori, and activating Ultimate to unleash everything during the time stop window. One of Hotori's biggest strengths, outside of raw damage, is how visually impressive her time stop mechanic looks. It's incredibly easy to create highlight clips with her, and she's the kind of character that instantly grabs viewers' attention in videos. But I also want to be honest and say that to make Hotori feel truly smooth, you need to understand her rotation and the timing of the recording phase. And in difficult content, she relies heavily on ignore DEF stats to fully maximize her damage. This is not the type of character you can randomly pick up and instantly get amazing results with, but once you truly understand her, the payoff feels absolutely worth it. So overall, 71 pulls may not be the prettiest number to flex, but Hotori was completely worth every single one of those pulls. She has one of the most unique gameplay mechanics I've seen on any character in NTE so far. Her build revolves around marching beyond time, the Lost Radiance set, prioritizing ultimate and skill upgrades, and placing her inside Blossom teams to maximize her effectiveness. If you're still wondering whether you should pull for Hotori, then my answer is yes, especially if you enjoy deep gameplay styles and want a character that can create insanely good highlight videos. If this video helped you, leave a like and comment below telling me what pull number you're currently at on the Hotori banner. I read every single comment, and if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to do it right now. My channel is still in its early stages, and your support genuinely means a lot to me. See you guys in the next video.